So Jalen Rose was on NBA Countdown, I believe, and they were talking about Ime Udoka and should he be afforded this new position that he's been considered for with the Nets. And I believe yes, just as Jalen Rose believes yes. But as they were discussing the privacy of the situation, he expressed that he doesn't understand why this woman is being afforded privacy and Ime Udoka is not. And this is something that Kendrick, Perkins, and Stephen A. Smith addressed as well. But somehow he had to apologize immediately. They required him to, they shut it down, and during the commercial break, they came back and he had to apologize after the commercial break.
Piggyback on Stephen A's point about what Ime did. We know his name. Maybe I'm missing something as it relates to the law, but why we don't know her name? It's not like she's a minor. I feel like we should know her name publicly as well. But with that being said, I respectfully disagree with the legend Michael Wilbon. This is why. I feel like he deserves the opportunity to work again. And if he's going to work again,
I agree with
based on that, and if the Nets, who he's familiar with.
And to be clear, I expressed this in videos before. I agree with Jalen and Stephen A. Smith and Kendrick Perkins. If she's a woman that is grown like everybody else, she grown just like Ime Udoka. She cheated on her husband. Mind you, Ime Udoka didn't have a wife. He had a fiance. It's different from a wife. I don't know if y'all know the definitions of it, but I'm just saying she cheated on her husband and now she's being granted privacy for what? And then Malika Andrews want to come across and be like, where's the accountability for the women? Where is the accountability on the woman is what I'm asking. And it's the same thing Jalen Rose is asking, but unfortunately we see where these type of things are coming from, because the same people that are granting Malika Andrews the ability to keep talking the way she does about black men is granting this right here. They're the ones that went in there and told Jalen Rose he had to shut his mouth.
I'm Jalen Rose, and I would like to apologize for a comment I made earlier on NBA Countdown. I question why a woman's name who had an alleged affair with Celtics head coach Ime Udoka was not made public. After an internal investigation, and it was discovered that she was a subordinate to the head coach, I now understand fully why her name should not be released to the public. Now back to our NBA coverage.
An internal investigation? When? Over the commercial break? Y'all had an internal investigation that fast? 30 seconds? A minute? What? It was 2 minutes? I mean, I don't know. Tell me how long commercial break is. I don't know these days. You know, I'm on YouTube. Y'all be doing the advertisements and all that. I don't know how long it was, but I know it wasn't that long for you to be having an internal investigation. There was none. They went to him immediately and was like, you got to apologize for this right now. Why? Because she was a subordinate to him. Okay, I can kind of get that to some extent, but I don't get it. She was a willing participant in this act that happened. So why wouldn't she take a willing part of the blame? This is part of it. The scrutiny that you get, that Ime Udoka got suspended, got without pay, all that. This is part of it. The woman, she got no scrutiny. She got no suspension. And it's weird and it's crazy that so many women went out of their way, mainly Malika Goofy Andrews, to highlight these type of things, to give women a pass where they should be given accountability. And you women always want to elude accountability when it's needed for you to improve. There's no way this woman, and by the way, we know the name, okay? We know the name, we know the picture. We done searched it out, everybody done Googled it. We know the name. I guess I ain't gonna put it in the video because I don't want y'all to be funny with the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? It's known by now who it is. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how Jalen didn't get this information, but I guess Jalen was mad that it's not being pushed out to the media and portrayed as Ime Udoka is. Even though this woman was a married woman with kids and everything, and Ime Udoka, he got kids, but he's not married. So essentially, he's a single man who can, as Meg Thee Stallion say, do what? What she want to with her body. Because it's what? Her body. Take a minute and imagine if Ime Udoka had said that when this whole thing was perspired. Imagine if M.A. Udoka was like, you know what? These my nuts, and I do what I want to do with my nuts. Hold on. You ain't go. Told you about swear. I'm going to tell your mama, okay? Imagine if he said that and had the arrogance that Meg Thee Stallion had when the baby came out with this song talking about how he smashed her. Right? Baby like, oh, I smashed her before Tory Lanez, they was hanging out and all that. Right? And to wrap this up, to nip this in the bud, Meg Thee Stallion decided to go on stage and be like, you know what? I can do what I want to do with my body because it's who? My body. And the whole time she was not even thinking about partially acknowledging the fact that she was in a whole relationship with a gentleman by the name of Partisan Fontaine. Right? So you in a relationship with a guy, but you figure it's better you let somebody else smash, I guess, right at the beginnings of your relationship. So it's not really no fault of you or no fault of him. It's how stuff happened, right? You know what I'm saying? It's before y'all really was getting down. But now that y'all are getting down and y'all have got down for months, you thought the best form of action would be to go on stage and be like, you know what? I have no regrets for it. I'll do what I want to do. If I want to do it again, I'll do it again. And I wish anybody would tell me to do otherwise. Because it's what? My body. You know what I'm saying? This is the ideology that women have when it comes to these type of things. But when you be like, well, okay, y'all drug M.A. Udoka through the mud. You took his name through the mud. You talked about Nia Long. Got her crying at home. Got her crying in the car. You can talk about their son together and this, that, and the other. Got him crying in the car. All this stuff. You can drug everybody into this on his side of the family. Made him look like the bad guy, even though the relationship was consensual and they was doing this together. And she was the only adulterer in the situation. But M.A.'s the bad guy. He should be suspended for a year. Her, not so much. Okay, so how not so much? Like what? Like half a year? Like, no, not half a year. like 3 months? No, not 3 months. Like what, a month? Like, no months. She gets to keep working. Fully paid and everything. Oh, okay. That's fine. That's just totally fair. You know what I'm saying? Because she was married and I wasn't, but that's fine. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, do we get to drag her name through the mud like they dragged mine? What name? Her name is Jane Doe. She has no name. If you should see fit to reveal her name, we will suspend you for 5 more years. You black African Udoka son of a... Oh, we record. No, ain't no... You understand what I was about to say, Udoka. You know I'll do to you if you reveal that lily white woman's name on this intranet in this day and age. How dare you sully her name with your black lips? How dare you sully her name? I'm just saying, man. Like, I make myself laugh. Y'all gotta play with. Y'all gotta ride with your boy for a little bit. I be cracking myself up. I know, even if you don't laugh, I crack myself up sometimes. But I'm just saying, you gotta see the hypocrisy in what's happening here, and why women would think it's of importance to not only hold M.A. Udoka accountable, but to not hold the women accountable that were alleged to be involved in this, and to not hold the Boston Celtics accountable who leaked all of this information, who caused the women to be implicated in all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then to further hold a guy like Jalen Rose, who is just commentating on the situation, and then they were trying to hold Stephen A. Smith, but see, Stephen A. Smith stayed strong. He's like, you're not going to come on my show and tell me that you're going to hold me accountable, this, that, and he jumped back. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick Perkins jumped back when she tried to front on him. But she wasn't able to shut him down, but she just took him off the air. We don't want to hear you talk anymore. You know what I'm saying? But they then took it a whole nother step and made Jalen fully apologize over a commercial break. And I'm sorry. I'm sad to see it happen, brother. Because Jalen, it wouldn't have been me. It wouldn't. You want me to do what? No. And I know everybody be talking about shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and all that. You want me to do what? No. No, we gonna talk about this off air. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was fair. I don't think it was warranted. I don't think it was something that was that should have went down. But we can see where Malika Andrews is getting the battery in her back. ESPN does not care about young black men or black men in general. You know what I'm saying? Because they is giving these feminists all these talking points and stuff to really just keep pouncing on us. But this your boy P. Kemp. Tell me what you think, what you don't think. Get at your boy.